Okay, there we go. I feel like it's super dark. A little bit. Slightly better. Alright. Lock disabled. Alright, random. Random? What? Random's here. Oh yeah, of course he... Did he save us? I can't remember what happened to him. I can't remember. Look. I think the desk looks kind of... Investigate the reception desk. There are switches which open the doors. Talk. Oh, so what do you think of this hospital? Well, it definitely looks like it's not being used. Still, I sense something. Probably their smell. Pardon me, their smell. There is dust everywhere. Investigate the floor. There are no new footprints. Apparently things have been left this way for a number of months. The only footprints are those that we left. So we're the only ones who have been in and out of here. Nothing has changed since our last visit. Yuck. Snatchers. How you doing, goddess? How's Assassin's Creed going? I see you're playing that. Investigate that area. Look. Yeah. This looks like the waiting area. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm good. Finished. Well, my last day of work for 10 days now. So hopefully a couple more sort of extra streams incoming. I'm going to try and get some new glasses, get an optician's appointment and sort that out. I've got a couple of other things I need to do, but yeah, 10 days off work. Haven't had that for a long time. I've got the end of this week and then all of next week. Feels great, man. Could I move? I swear that desk looks like fucking weird. Watch Dogs 2, man, I forgot they even made Watch Dogs 2. Is it good? Have you tried it yet? Let's check really carefully. You have to trust your instincts. My instincts are that desk looks like it sinks into the ground. There were still a few things about that third room that we haven't cleared up. Okay, let's move there then. Oh, you tried it and refunded it. Oh man. Okay. I completely forgot they even... I remember now they did, but I didn't play Watch Dogs 1 though, to be honest, so... The light is now on. I turn control of it over to you, Gillian. Wildlands, Far Cry Primal, or Watch Dogs 2. A lot of people didn't like Far Cry Primal, did they? I would have had to have got Wildlands because I've got a mate who wants to play Wildlands. But we made him get Rainbow Six instead of everyone else having to buy Wildlands. He bought Rainbow Six. And then we started playing Apex, so that was kind of orcs. They're celebrating Division 2, so the sales must be good. Yeah, I'm sure the sales will be pretty good on Division 2. People seem pretty hyped up for it. Make sure the objects show in the center of the light. You have the honors, Gillian. Alright, let's do this. What button was it that I pressed? Whoops. Wrong button. There we go. Okay, circle. It's here, innit? This desk. Move this desk, man. Right. We pull this and the desk moves. Blatantly. What's this? Face to face. Doesn't this look like the picture that's on the wall of the chief's office? That's a famous optical illusion, isn't it? I get it. Their eyes don't register optical illusions. We better check that out. It's not something a human would notice easily. It could be a sign of some kind. Investigate. I bet this vase is some kind of a switch. Yeah. Alright, I will try lifting it up. Oh! Shit. There are a lot of trolls in dev chat saying it's just a reskin. That's true. It does look a bit... You know, like what they do with FIFA. It does. Like, what are the new... What have they added? What are the new kind of things?
Jamie was right. Queen's Hospital does have a basement.
And that basement is the
new
Snatcher's
gameplay
main
elements.
lair. Out of the frying pan and into the fire, as they say. Well, what do we do now, Gillian?
Yeah, Gillian. We peep. It appears to go straight down. Right, investigate. Motion detector. I didn't read anything at the moment. Investigate stairway. Unlike the hallway, these stairs do not have any dust on them. How do they get there without leaving footprints? Then descend the stairs.
It's a very narrow stairway. We'll have to go down single file.
Okay, who's going to take the point?
Random goes first.
That's obvious. The guy with the light.
Hey, that's not fair.
True though. Oh, that was us walking down. I thought someone was walking.
Well, what do we have here?
It's the hospital corridor.
It's the same hallway, but not the one that's on the first floor.
So what does that mean?
An entire floor of Queen's Hospital has been duplicated underground.
So the same floor is both upstairs and downstairs. Sort of like parallel
the arm system,
worlds.
instead of having...
So that desolate setup upstairs is all just a smokescreen. They're making it look like the place is closed down, but in reality, they're keeping themselves quite busy.
Gillian, that means we're already right in the middle of their headquarters. Please use extreme caution.
Getting fucked up. It's now an armor bar, which is a lot better. Quality of life stuff, more weapons, and coming out on March 1st. Okay. Is that how it works in Division 1? Your health just... I thought you... Was it not a Halo system, like, where you... I can't remember. It's been years, like... Well, it probably has been years since I played Division 1. I know it has. I think I played Division 1... When did Division 1 come out? Was I playing that before I even got, like, my girlfriend? Was Division 1 maybe 2015? And shield bar just health. 2016. Ah, okay. Investigate the area. I'm not reading any movement. We are the only ones in the area. Look around the area. There is a reception booth in the middle of the floor as upstairs, and there are 3 doors off the hallway. Everything is exactly the same. It's like we've jumped through time or something. Alright, I want to, you never know where they could be hiding. Let's keep conversation to an absolute. I want to open the doors. Also appear well cared for. In other words, this stuff gets looked at regularly. We better be real careful. Look at the monitors. The monitors are switched off, but the AC power lamps are still lit. Investigate the desk. There are switches here to open the doors. Okay. Investigate switches. Unlike the first floor, there are only 2 door switches. That's weird. Switch 1. Okay, door number 1 open. You switch 2. One of 2 opened. Investigate the doors. Or 3. It says morgue. Morgue, as in where dead bodies are kept. Yeah. Most likely. Move to door 1. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still kind of a little bit iffy on Division 2, to be honest. We're in room number 1. Plus, I haven't bought a new game. The last probably brand new game I bought was Monster Hunter World. The lights are on, unlike upstairs. I don't know. Maybe I'll get it. Honestly though, it's not really one that I've been, you know, following or I don't know. What the hell is all this shit? Let's smell first things first. Whoa, the smell from those drugs could knock a guy down. Look around the room. There is an operating table in the middle of the room. This appears to be their real treatment area. With these lights, it actually looks like a real hospital. Ooh. Investigate. Oh no, wait. I didn't look everywhere. The ceiling. Various X-ray devices have been installed in the ceiling. A number of brand new medical monitors are installed. It appears to be a standard operating table. Cables run from it to a number of the machines around the room. Ooh, I've already... There is nothing of note besides the medical equipment. It's a pretty big place. Can't really see everything at once. Let's take a look from one side to the other. I mean, with the Division 2, I think it would probably be the type of game that I would get if I could get it for, say, 20 quid. Instead of 40 or whatever it releases at. Besides the standard X and gamma rays, it can also project neutron and proton particle beams with this equipment. I would suspect that it is used in cancer treatment. The lens has been polished quite nicely. Ooh, nice actually. These are monitors for ultrasound, MRI scanners and other imaging equipment. They are already connected to the nearby machines. The surface of the bed is still quite warm. It's a bit as if someone was just lying there until just moments ago. I don't mean any disrespect, no. I'm not picking up any movement, at least not anymore. There was some movement, but I've lost it now. Good one, Metal Gear, you lost it. Alright, let's look over the entire room. Oh shoot, what is that? That's a Snatcher, it looks like a skeleton to me. Specimen. Look at the skeleton. It's a model of a human skeleton, no doubt used for anatomical study. Investigate the skeleton. This is rather grotesque. It's somewhat distorted. For a medical model, it's quite inaccurate. Whoops. Oh shit, it's gone! What? Gonna have to fight it. gun out. Get your gun out, bitch. How'd you get your gun out?
Did I get it?
The Snatcher's functions have been terminated. There's no doubt now that this is their maintenance facility. This one was probably still waiting to get its artificial skin installed.
So this is what they really look like, huh?
Yeah, that's the scariest thing about them. You can't tell them from real people once they've got that skin on.
Perhaps that's humanity's great weakness. We're always judging books by their cover.
Okay, deal. I'll get
that
the
human weakness that they're out to take advantage of.
I'll get the beta
All
on
right,
there
Random.
first.
Metal, let's go. The HQ's junk squad can take care of him later. We've got an investigation to do.
Oh shit! Oh fuck, he's not dead. Get your gun out. Right, bitch. Pukes and gunge. I think it's definitely dead. Terminated this time. Yes. All its functions have ceased. I don't read any residual energy either. Are you alright, Gillian? I'll live. It hit me twice though. That was quite a tough customer. You get a few hundred of those together and that would be it. Gillian, let's get on with the investigation. Word. Investigate Snatcher. Its functions have been completely terminated. It won't be moving again. Shouldn't you like take a bit of it or something? And the proof is over there on the floor. Oh yeah. Look at the Snatcher. The remains of the Snatcher are on the floor. Use metal gear? No. Smell. Stench of the Snatcher weed. Okay. Just like that last one, you never know when they might pop out. Keep your blaster ready, Gillian. Move to door 2. Hold a minute, we're in room number 2. Look at this, some kind of testing equipment is running. It's bouncing some eyeballs around in a drum. That's a real nasty sound. Gets on my nerves. This room seems to be their real biotech research lab. Looks like Frankenstein could show up any minute. Look at the ceiling. This is well equipped with micro manipulators, various types of lasers. It has a microsurgery system. No cobwebs in this room. There are a number of jars for formaldehyde and other chemicals. A shelf. A vast number of jars almost suggests a museum. Desktop. There are a number of machines for biotech experiments. It seems they are quite serious about their work. They are all finest quality monitors, microscopes, and the like. Samples mutated cells and organs with tumors. I don't want to look at this stuff. Investigate it. The room is illuminated with red light. It makes for a very disquieting atmosphere. What are they doing here? What's with all these samples? This looks like a lot more than a place to treat skin cancer. Yeah. Argon lasers, argon dye lasers. It's a device for selectively destroying certain types of cancer cells. They also have the latest gene cannon. Wow. Okay. Argon lasers, argon dye lasers. Oh, I already did that. Everything is quite neatly organized. There are samples of monoclonal blood. Antibodies. Monoclonal antibodies. What in the world is that? Antibodies which are said to have beneficial effects on cancerous melanomas. There's no mistake. This is definitely their maintenance hospital. Okay, yeah. DNA synthesizers, DNA sequencers, a nucleic acid extractor, chromatography equipment, automatic pipetting devices. That's a particle accelerator used to generate a stream of heavy particles for a number of different treatment techniques. The machine is in standby mode. It looks like the Snatchers were working on artificial skin regeneration techniques as well as various cancer treatments. Investigate the containers. There are a number of cell cultures and other specimens. It's all rather grotesque. The skeleton back there was probably waiting to get his skin here, hey? Do you think this place is only used for skin treatment? Oh, phew, what a smell. Ugh, smells like rotting fish or something. That's the smell of decomposing protein. So that's the smell of cancerous skin cells like Gibson wrote about, eh? Oh, that's it, I think. Let's get out of here. Ugh, I feel sick. How one can get the third door open. There must be some kind of trick or something. I mean, there's only 2 buttons. Alright, let's use switch 1 again. Use switch 2. Use switch 2. Use switch 1. There's one in the operating room. There are bound to be others. You never know. They could be hiding anywhere around here. I don't know. For a supposed hideout, there aren't very many of them. Quiet, Gillian. They will hear us if we make too much noise. There's only 2 switches. Move to door 3. Alright, okay, I can't leave. They are the same doors as we saw. Yo, hey 16. Thank you for the itty bitty titties. How you doing, man? How's the PUBG Mobile going? On the YouTubes. There are no doorknobs or handles. It cannot be opened manually. Look at the switches. There are 2 switches, so they work the doors just like upstairs. Huh? Investigate the switches. There are only 2 buttons here. Whoops. Move to door 1. Wax rather nicely. I can't imagine a bunch of snatchers crawling around, waxing floors. Design of the same as upstairs. Investigate monitors. It's been used quite recently. The monitors are still warm. You're planning to buy a good new phone. What are you planning to get? I need to get well, not yet, but I think in April I can get an upgrade on my phone. But I'm planning to basically get a downgrade, just get the cheapest. What I use my phone for is podcasts and like WhatsApp, really. And I'm paying like 50 quid a month for it, and it's not really worth me personally. It's not worth it for me to pay that much. I'm going to try and see what I can. Maybe I don't want to keep the phone because the flipping headphone like socket bits broke on it, but I'll just get some cheap phone. Investigate the switches. Let's check out this floor a little more. Is there like a... Nah. Use... 1. Now let's go to door 1. I feel like there's something I need to do on the main desk. Investigate the area. Investigate the doors. Or 3. It's a very heavy door. Strength alone won't be enough to open it. Door 2. That door is open. Look at door 3. Just like the other 2. Usually at some point they give you a clue. Save. This file contains data from a previous save. Is it okay for me to overwrite it with the new data? Play classic Pokemon games. Yeah, maybe I should. I played the Pokemon games I played, I think I had Pokemon Red on the Game Boy back in the day. Played the shit out of that. And I didn't really play many after that. I played a bit of Heart Gold. And other than that, I haven't really played. I'm not massive on Pokemon, which kind of, I guess, is strange because everyone loves Pokemon. I mean, I like Pokemon. I haven't got anything against it. It's just not my favorite. My girlfriend's much more of a fan of Pokemon. She's massive into Pokemon. I bought like the recent games for her to play. I bought her Pokemon Moon. I haven't played it, but she's played it. She didn't like Moon very much for some reason. Was Moon very popular with people or not? I mean, she played it, but she said it was a bit disappointing. Fuck, man. How do I open the door? Look above. There's one dot, then 2 dots, then 1 dot and 3 dashes. What does that mean? There you go, Hub. There you go. To be honest, I'd rather not talk about earning. What do you mean, like from being a postman? Or just from Twitch? Because I don't earn anything. I've never earned anything out of Twitch, other than a couple of donations. But yeah, that's like one of the rules. It's kind of like social etiquette. You shouldn't ask how much someone earns. I mean, I don't earn a lot, obviously, but I'm a postman. I don't know. How come you... Why do you want to know? I think there's... I don't know how to open this door. Is it something to do with these 2 switches? No, it's okay. There's no. You haven't. It's nothing to apologise for. I just say, not a lot, not a great deal. Enough though. We're comfortable. And hey, what's up, Hopeless? How you doing? Well, welcome. How you feeling, man? I just caught up on Discord earlier before I started streaming. Doing okay. Oh, that's glad to hear it. Yeah, I'm good. I don't know if I mentioned it to you, but I accidentally fractured someone's skull playing football. I saw it was in like the local newspaper. There was a, you know, just like it's like, I don't know if you have like an advertiser around where you live, but we have like the local advertiser, sort of the local town, a couple of towns, kind of area newspaper, and it was on the back page of that. There was like a serious injury during a Swanage game. So yeah. It was his fault. It was his fault, really. I went up for a header and I won the ball, and then he come flying in really late. And even all of his team was saying he should never have gone for the challenge. Like it was a stupid challenge for him to go for. But, and he hit me right, right in my forehead. Luckily, which is obviously the hardest part of your head. So I was all right, but I guess I heard they were saying that they thought he fractured his cheekbone and stuff, but it turns out he fractured his skull. What I'm saying is, it was not my fault. I was pretty. It's kind of scary. Like a little bit worse, and it could be brain damage or even, you know, death. It's fucking crazy. Pretty scary. I'm totally stuck on this. I'm gonna I need a clue. Strength alone won't be enough. Investigate the reception desk. The same as that upstairs. Maybe we go upstairs. We can't move upstairs. It's got to be something in here. I was thinking maybe it's some, like, if I press the button upstairs, it does the button downstairs as well, but maybe not. Obviously not, because I can't. It's not the puzzle. There are 2 switches. Ah, hello. What's up, Stat? Yeah, I'm good. I've been a little bit stuck at this point. I was wondering if maybe you could give me a little clue about what to do next. How are you doing though? I was gonna say I didn't, but I kind of almost did. I accidentally fractured someone's skull the other day playing football on Saturday. It's not funny really at all. It was an accident. It was the other guy's fault. If anyone's to blame, it was the other guy for going for a stupid challenge. He was lucky that it wasn't me with a fractured skull, really, because he come flying in. So metal? No. But yeah, yesterday I was working and all the advertisers have went out everywhere, and I saw it on the back page. I was like, oh man, it was serious. Usually they'll give you a clue. You get too stuck. I want to press both at the same time, but you can't do that. You should use 2 switches at the same time. That's what I want to do. Don't. Is that? I think that's a translation thing. He's okay. He's not. I mean, he probably won't be playing football again for a little while, but he's not in a. You know, I think he's okay. How do you press both switches? I want to press both switches, but I don't know how to. Investigate the switches. There are only 2 buttons here. You look at switches. There are 2 switches here. Bow, bow, wow. Close. Whacked rather nicely. Been polished quite meticulously. Nothing like upstairs at all. See, it was a linoleum floor, huh? They seem to like things tidy, don't they? It's obviously used differently from the floor above. Hey 16, have you watched much Apex? Have you seen much of Apex at all? It seems like a game that you would like. This is okay. If you're saying I'm gonna have, I've been here for like 15 minutes at least, probably much longer. I'm gonna have a quick look. It says I should just look at, investigate switches like over and over. That was the first floor stat plan. This is the second where there's only 2 switches, and it says I should investigate the switches. Your Shroud or Fortnite. No worries, 16. Maybe I haven't looked at everything in the rooms. Yeah. Make sure I've done everything. I'm pretty sure I have. I probably haven't. I obviously haven't, because otherwise I would be... Otherwise I would have the option. Right, nice actually. The design of the reception booth, yeah. Right, I've seen that before. Seen that. Switches. There are only 2 buttons. Why don't we check out the other rooms? Aha, okay. It's the other rooms. I need to do something in the other rooms. I think. I think I've missed something in room 2. I think it's a translation issue, Hopeless. 16's from India. Microsurgery system. Right, let's just quickly... I'm pretty sure I went through all this, but maybe not. I must have missed something somewhere. Culturing skin cells. Okay, maybe I didn't see that actually, I don't know. Particle accelerator. Nuclear magnetic resonance. Oh no, maybe I didn't then. I don't remember this. Microscopes, STMs, scanning tunnel microscopes, high voltage electron microscopes, electron beam holography cameras, streak cameras. Gillian, the Snatchers obviously possess much greater intelligence than we have previously given them credit for. Nevertheless, their technology seems somewhat dated. Dated? What do you mean by that? The equipment and techniques they are using, most of these methods were abandoned years ago. This is well behind the current level of technology in most developed countries. What? A rough approximation, but I would say that they're 20 to 30 years behind the times. What's more, judging from the imbalance of the research material here, it appears to be primarily the work of one individual. You're telling me that all this work on the Snatcher's artificial skin is being carried out by one person and not some government institution? The design of this lab itself is in violation of a number of the biohazard prevention safety codes. While a few safety cabinets have been installed, there is no autoclave or gas sterilizer anywhere. Okay, this is it. This is why I haven't been able to... This is quite far from P4 level. I seriously doubt this lab was set up by a government or any other large organization. Alright. Alright, let's exit now. That was what I needed to do. Use switches. Switch to close. Use switches. Oh man, it's not there. Okay, investigate the switches. Maybe it can be opening by using those 2 buttons. Here we go. 1 and 2 at the same time. Okay.
Alright, let's try pushing both buttons simultaneously.
The 2 buttons are on opposite panels, so there's no way one person can push them both alone. But if 2 of us work together, it might do it.
That's it, Gillian. It makes perfect sense. It's the same system they used to use in nuclear missile silos in the late 20th century. Eliminates the risk of one man going nuts and acting alone.
Well, it's hard to be sure, but let's give it a try anyway. I've got button 1. Random, you push number 2. You ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Come on!
So weird they called him Random.
With safety measures like that, they must have had a good reason for wanting to keep it closed.
Are you ready, Random? Let's have a look at the last room. Ew.
Good God!
The eyeball
I read
fell
4
out.
human skeletons in this room.
It's their morgue.
Perhaps victims of the Snatchers?
Well, it doesn't look like whoever put them here was too worried about making sure they would rest in peace.
No, it doesn't. These have got to be their victims.
This is probably where they hide the bodies of the originals they snatch from places like Outer Heaven.
They probably picked Outer Heaven because it gets a lot of VIP traffic. Plus, during masquerade time, they could work the place and still keep their identities secret.
Yeah, and the guy who set up the link between them and Outer Heaven was Freddy, that taxi driver. They must have gone after him not because of who he was, but what he did. After all, with a taxi, there's plenty of chances to milk your customers for information. That's probably how they learned about Outer Heaven and Plato's Cavern.
I've been wondering what they had done with the bodies.
Want to hide a book? What better place than the library? Need to hide a body? How about the morgue?
And for them, keeping the bodies hidden is crucial. I mean, if somebody who's supposed to be dead is out walking the streets, it wouldn't be too hard to figure out that something screwy is going on.
Yeah,
that means
screwy.
that if we can figure out who these bodies were, then we've just nailed 4 Snatchers.
Okay. Figure out who the body. Or look around the room. There are a few droppings on the floor from mice who were no doubt feeding on the bodies. Investigate the remains. A number of different insect larvae have infested the body. It hasn't been well preserved, to say the least, but it's definitely a human body. I'm gonna have to use Metal Gear then, I guess. Phew, that stench. Well, that's what rotting protein smells like. The decomposition process releases numerous gases. Ew. Can't Metal Gear can't he scan them? Look around the room. It appears to have been a proper morgue at one time, but now is being used as little more than a closet. Oops. Look at the wall. There is a ventilation duct on the side of the room. The other 3 are little more than skeletons. Look at the duct. There is a cover on the duct, but it has been weakened by oxidation. Estimated time of death. The insects infesting a decomposing body can be divided into 8 large groups. Each of those groups works on the body for roughly 15 days, making an 8 times 15 day or 4-month cycle. As such, an analysis of the variety, number and size of the organisms on the body allows a rather accurate estimation of which group is currently present. In other words, you can figure out how long the victim's been dead without analysing the body itself, right? On this particular body, flies have laid eggs and the maggots have grown into adult flies, so it has been less than 30 days since death. As for the other 3 bodies, 1 full cycle has been completed, so at least 4 months have passed. Damn. Cause of death. Can you determine the cause of death? The bodies are severely damaged. Such a determination would require more extensive facilities than are available here. Sucks. Identity. What about the identity of the victims? Hair, clothing, even teeth. Anything that could be used to make an identification is gone. Damn Snatchers. They were careful to make sure their identities didn't get out. That dude's got teeth left. If we even had some teeth, we might be able to make an idea. That looks like he's got teeth in his skull there, right? Oh, what about these teeth here? They've been deliberately misaligned to prevent identification. And I guess we'll never be able to ID them. There's a way. What? How? We can perform a simulated reconstruction. Fortunately, the skulls of the victims are still intact. Reconstruction, eh? Good idea. Great idea. Cool. Reconstruction, eh? Metal, let's do this reconstruction thing on the bodies.
Now performing simulated reconstruction of the head and facial
Oh,
features
shit,
of
who's
each
it
of the
gonna
4
be?
victims. Commencing
Gonna
with
be
victim
Chief.
number 1. Now performing craniometric analysis. X-ray and sagittal X-ray, magnetic resonance imaging, and positron CT data gathered. Complete cranial data now being compiled. Craniometric analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction. First, victim's age. Estimate based on 1. Presence or absence of cranial fontanelles and chroma of epicranial sutures. 2. Area of facial region and cranium.
And they go way in depth.
3. Height of upper and lower jaw and development of alveolar part. And 4. Location of cranial center of gravity. Next, victim's sex. Estimate based on 1. Overall size of cranium. 2. Parietal bone angle. And 3. Development of splachnocranium. Lastly, victim's race. Estimate based on 1. Overall cranial configuration. 2. Volume of intercranial cavity. And 3. Mass of the skull. Now commencing soft feature reconstruction based on averaged results of above analysis. Reconstructing. Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race 10% based on use of averaged values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features.
Oh.
Reconstruction of head of first victim completed.
Okay.
It's Freddie Nielsen.
Oh,
Moving
okay,
on to
that's
second
Freddy.
victim. Now commencing reconstruction of features of victim number 2. Now starting craniometric analysis.
This
Complete
one will
cranial
be
data now being compiled using the
his
same
girlfriend.
techniques as the previous reconstruction.
that one is Scream.
Craniometric analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Reconstructing. Initial phase completed.
Will it?
Margin of error on estimate of victim's race 10% based on use of averaged values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features.
Yeah, yeah.
Reconstruction of head of second victim completed.
That's
Whoa,
Lisa
shit.
Nielsen.
Moving on to third victim. Now commencing reconstruction of features of victim number 3. Now starting craniometric analysis. Complete cranial data now being compiled using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Craniometric analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction using the same
Who's
techniques
it gonna
as the
be?
previous reconstruction. Reconstructing. Initial phase
Eh?
completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race 10% based on use of averaged values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features. Reconstruction of head of third victim completed.
Who the fuck's that?
Who in the world is that?
That's the director of Queen's Hospital. Shin Fui, what's his face?
Chin Shu O Gillian. Moving on to last victim. Now commencing reconstruction of features of victim number 4.
This one's the most recent. It's still decomposing.
Now starting craniometric analysis. Complete cranial data now being compiled using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Craniometric analysis complete.
Chief. It's gonna be
Now
Chief.
commencing reconstruction using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Reconstructing.
Oh yeah, that's Chief.
Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race
Is that
10%
Chief?
based on use of averaged values. Now adding postulated
Pick a
hair and
moustache
eye
on that. Is
features.
that Chief? No,
Reconstruction of head of final victim completed.
not Chief. Or is it Chief?
It's the Chief!
It is the Chief.
What?
Shit. I thought the
The
Chief.
Chief is a snatcher. The Benson on the scrap of that patient record was Benson Cunningham.
Judging from the condition of the body, I would estimate that the snatching took place approximately 1 month ago.
So it was the Chief who sabotaged our turbo cycle. And those matches we found in Harry's room, the Chief must have put them there to try to set him up.
No doubt Harry figured it out and decided to leave that face-to-face message. Wait a minute. Didn't Mika say that Harry had left to go find the Chief?
Yes,
That's
she
right.
did.
He was probably trying to track down some evidence on the Chief.
Gillian, I'd say that this Harry has put himself in a pretty dangerous spot.
If it was the Chief that sabotaged the turbo cycle, doesn't that mean that he already knows we're onto him?
Damn! Harry and Mika are in danger!
That's far enough, Junker.
What's
Your
that?
little investigation is over.
It's
Oh, this
them!
is the
Who?
director of the
Snatchers?
hospital.
Get them!
Fucking hell, mate. Loads of them. No. Oh, look at Metal Gear.
My arm! I can't reach my blaster! I'm hitting the leg!
Come on, get it together, boys.
Is that the best you can do, Junker?
Who's there? Jin! Jin Shuo, you scum!
It seems you still have some fight left in you. You two are finished, but our plans move forward. We are now entering phase 2. And when we do,
Music
not only
is
this city,
banging in
but
this.
the entire world will be ours to command.
Phase 2? What are you talking about?
As you know, our operations have been hindered up to now by the flaws in our artificial skin. The skin's shortcomings have kept us away from ultraviolet rays, forcing us to do our work at night, underground, or in the winter. In the end, we had to construct a hospital like this, all because of the flaws in our artificial skin. This was the only difference between us and you humans. But now we have broken this barrier.
Huh?
We are on the verge of developing a perfect artificial skin, thanks to the cooperation of a new partner in our plan.
Perfect artificial
Yeah, do
skin? A new partner?
Once we have the new skin, nothing will be able to stop us. And with that, our plan moves to phase 2. Our little experiment in this city will end, and we'll move in force to take over the world.
Don't be so
Take
sure.
over the world.
You won't get out of the city that easy.
You humans are always so overconfident, so naive.
What are you talking about?
I'm sure you're aware that the Kyoto Summit, being held to decide how to handle the Snatcher problem, opens tomorrow.
Metal, is that right?
Yes, countries around the world are concerned about the Snatcher problem. It will be one of the main topics discussed at this year's summit.
That's right. Tomorrow, we attack the summit.
You must be crazy. The security there will be incredible. You won't even get close.
Crazy.
Must I explain everything to you, Junker? Aren't you even aware that a fellow Junker will be giving a special presentation at the summit?
The chief, Cunningham. So that's why you snatched
Chief.
him.
We've known that your chief would be speaking at the summit for over 3 months now.
Gillian, the summit is tomorrow. We have to hurry.
Listen, we have your chief. You Junkers are at our mercy, and so is this city. And tomorrow,
I mean, he's got
we move on the
the only
world.
actual Junker agent right there, so if he just kills Gillian, then
Nothing can
game
stop
over.
us now. We will finally achieve our long-awaited goal of global domination.
Who is this we you keep talking about?
We are an evolved life form, given life in the depths of the Kremlin by our creator, Modnar.
Fucking,
We
it's the
are a
Russians.
new race.
Modnar?
Modnar?
Who?
The Kremlin. Those names are familiar, but
Our goal is to snatch all of the world's leaders and then achieve total control of human thought and worldwide racial unification.
you're insane. Humanity won't be so easily dominated. You underestimate the strength of the human spirit.
I think not. In the same way as the Nazis, our strategy begins with the overpowering of the spirit of the people. We will strike at you humans' weakest
Kojima
point,
is going
the
there.
most
He doesn't give a
primitive part
fuck.
of your psychological makeup, your suspiciousness and fear. By provoking suspicion and mistrust throughout the populace, we will destroy that fragile fabric which holds your society together, that of trust. Fear is you humans' weak point. It is the primitive part of your brains that binds you forever to your animal ancestors and makes you vulnerable. By stimulating that part of your atavistic
Vulnerable.
instincts, our plan can succeed magnificently.
Gillian, at this rate, they'll kill us all. You've got to get out alive. You're a junker.
Just what have you have in mind?
I've got a big fireworks show ready for them. Better that than get snatched.
What? You're gonna blow yourself up? No, we're better off
No,
playing together.
random.
Hey, it won't work.
Guy
I'm
is
hit in the
super random.
thigh. Ow, oh, damn. A bounty hunter can't do anything with a
He
leg
lives
wound
up to
like
his name.
this. I might as well have been shot in the head.
There must be some way out of here.
Event.
Hey, I wasn't doing this job just for fun. I stayed ready for situations like this. I've always been prepared to go out with a bang.
It's December. A little late for fireworks.
So it'll be an off-season show.
No, I can't let you.
My belt's packed with TNT-PX. You know, that really strong stuff they use in the mines on Mars. One push, and this whole hospital will go. No trouble at all. No time to sit around thinking, Junker Boy.
Not
Go! What are you doing? Get your butt moving, you fool! Get out through this air shaft. I've got a powerful strobe on me. Its flash will screw up their sensors long enough for you to get out. Now, you with me? Fireworks are better from a distance anyway, Gillian.
Are you two finished chatting? Then I think it's time for you to die. We're quite busy, you know.
You ready?
Quite
When I give the
busy.
signal, break into the air shaft and run, and don't forget your blaster.
Metal, stay with me.
Yes, sir.
Random.
Gillian! Doesn't look like I'm gonna have a chance to call in that debt you owe me.
Don't worry. I'll pay it back to the Snatchers with interest.
All right, go! Run, Gillian!
And Metal Gear, yeah. Okay, you got Metal Gear. Get out.
Metal. Metal, are you okay?
I'm alien. I think.
Metal, something broken?
Okay, but it appears that language circuits have been damaged somewhat.
What happened?
Random blew himself up after getting us into this air shaft.
Random.
Gillian, that explosion should have taken all of Queen's Hospital with it.
The thick walls of this duct must have shielded us from enough of the blast. If it wasn't for Random, we wouldn't have made it. Oh, Random.
Oh, random.
We have no time for grief now. We must get back to Junker headquarters as quickly as possible. Harry and Mika are in danger.
You're right. And I have to keep my promise to Random. But first, we have to figure out how to get out of here.
But first.
I can't see a thing. What should we do?
Use your light, beach. Yuck. There could be snatchers waiting for us. Please use extreme caution. How far does this thing go? Gillian, are you sure that this thing has an exit? Really? I can hear the sound of water flowing, though we must be close to a way out of this thing. What's that? There's some kind of scratches here. Scratches? Check them out. Investigate the scratches. This scratch was caused by the scraping of a very hard claw-like object of some kind. A snatcher. Maybe they were using this as some kind of shortcut or back route. Move. We can't get back. The way is blocked by debris. Look. Front. It looks like it continues for some distance. I can hear water. It can't be a dead end. Investigate the ceiling. It's constructed quite well. There are signs that construction to reinforce it has been carried out. Fran, what's this? There's some sand spilled here. How did this get here? Investigate the sand. Alright, now analysing this sand. Iron particles. High quantities of phosphorus. This type of sand is particular to the M district in near Kobe. The M district here? Around the old factory, right? What's that mean? Can we just go now? We can probably keep moving forward, but it's likely to be a dead end. Buried alive, eh? Great. Check. Real careful. There's got to be a way out somewhere. Something, huh? It's from the Snatchers when they move through this duct, I bet. Investigate motion detector. Metal, are you picking up any movement? I'm afraid the shock of that explosion has damaged my motion detector. So is it working or not? I'm getting partial readings, but they are not as sensitive as they should be. If we get attacked in a narrow area like this, we've had it. Please pray for us, Gillian. We've got to make it out of here. A religious robot? Damn, so I have to depend on my own eyes and ears, do I? There's probably a sewer or something nearby. Let's save. Save. It's not just a simple air duct. Continues. Just go there. Okay. Quite unusual that that particular sound would be present here. It was no doubt brought here by someone. Oh yeah, whoops. Investigate the ground. For an air duct, the quantity of dust is quite low. So that means that this thing is used regularly, right? Yes, there is certainly no reason why anyone would ever deliberately clean a duct like this. Shoo! Oh, it's Snow 9, is it? Investigate. Pollen. Alright, I will gather and analyze a sample of the air here. Feeling the results are as I would have expected. Though the concentration is thin, there is definitely Snow 9 present. Snow 9, huh? Is it okay to breathe it? You will be safe at these concentrations. The further we go, the higher the concentration. It must be coming from that direction. Okay, let's move then. Alright. Both the right and the left side have scratches on them. Okay. Can I move now? No? I meant to investigate scratches. It appears that a Snatcher was dragged through here. A human body would not cause such marks. Maybe that naked Snatcher we saw in the operating room. That's probably correct. An endostructure before the artificial skin was installed seems most likely. Why would they bring the sand there though? The lower surface is constructed of reinforced concrete. I sure don't want to meet up with any of them in a tight space like this. Tweet! Advance, there we go. Alright, continuing forward. Geez, this thing just keeps going. I'm thinking we're gonna be, yeah. Oh, insectors. Ow. Ow. Oh man, no. No! Fuck. Okay. Man, that's the first game over I've had. Alright, at least they start us right here. Oh no! I'm way out of it. Fuck! Alright. Get your gun out. Am I meant to shoot them all, or just ones that look like they're going to shoot me, the ones that flash? I should be able to shoot them all quick enough. Fuck! Once you get hit though, near the end, you don't have enough time to recover where the screen... Yeah, they fucking did, man. That was really close. Yeah, it took 5 hits. Only one more and it would have been curtains. Those insectors must be the security for this area, which means that at the end of this duct... I'm not reading any more motion. Let's move on. Don't want to meet up with any more of those spiders. Oh no. Look, a way out. We're saved, Gillian. Metal, don't let your guard down. Where the hell's Harvey gone?
What in the world?
This is part of the tube liner, the city's long abandoned subway system.
You mean Queen's Hospital and this were connected?
Yes, it would appear that the Snatchers were using this to move from place to place. This would provide them with the perfect way to move about while still avoiding the ultraviolet rays they hate so much. We should have realized this sooner. The city is crisscrossed by the tube liner's old lines, and since they are abandoned, the Snatchers could move undetected as well.
Aha! That's how those two we caught a glimpse of at the abandoned factory where Gibson was killed were able to disappear so quickly. They must have used this subway.
That would appear to be correct. The tube liner passes underneath that factory site as well. That would also explain why sand from the factory was in the air duct at the hospital.
So this is the trick they were using to stay out of the sun and avoid being seen while they moved around.
Now we know why it took so long to uncover them.
All right, let's follow the subway. We should be able to get out when we get to the nearest station.
Let's get the fuck out of here. How far does this bloody thing go? We're probably lost. I wonder where we are. Metal, can you see what's up ahead? It appears that the tunnel continues as far as I can see. The only sound is that of our own footsteps. How much farther do we have to go to reach the next station? Since I don't know what our exact present location is, I can't give you an accurate figure. This part of the system didn't have very many stations. We will probably have to walk quite a bit further. The tube liner system has been abandoned for years. I'm just going to check the dogs. 1 sec. I'll be right back. Bob's okay, he's sleeping at the top of the stairs. I just wondered where he was for a sec. That's the area we just passed through. I see nothing out of the ordinary. Look, the tunnel seems to go on for some distance. Picking up anything unusual. Oh, Gillian, what's wrong?
Look, metal, light!
Yes, but this doesn't look like a station.
There's a ladder.
Where do you suppose it leads, Gillian?
I don't have the slightest, but let's climb it and see.
All right, now climbing the ladder.
Nice.
We
Oh,
seem to have emerged into an odd place. Wait, this room.
It's Freddie Nielsen's bathroom.
So it is.
He was using this shaft from the bathtub to get down into the subway.
Shaft.
So that's how he did that.
Ah, yes. As I recall, after you disposed of Lisa, he somehow entered the apartment without using the regular entrance.
Which he accomplished by using this secret passage into his bathtub.
The bathtub must be of a double construction. The bottom is actually a lid. When they wanted to hide the passage, all they needed to do was fill the tub. And to get in and out, they would just drain the water into another tank.
Jeez. Double bottom bathtubs? Abandoned subways?
Double
Snatchers
bottom bathtubs.
really go out of their way to stay out of the sun.
Okay, Gillian, let's head outside.
Look at the bathtub. There's a ladder leading underground. Alright, let's go outside then. Go to living room. This is Freddy's living room. I want to look at the map. It's a large-scale map of Moscow. Moscow, eh? Jinsuo over at Queen's Hospital had a picture of St. Basil's Cathedral. The chief keeps a picture of Red Square hidden. How come everybody is such a big Moscow fan these days? What's going on here? Moscow seems to hold some clue to this whole thing, doesn't it? Moscow. Did that guy say something about it? They're Russians. Before the explosion, didn't Chin Shu-o say something about achieving what was meant to be 55 years ago and the depths of the Kremlin? Now that you mention it, this map is from exactly that era, isn't it? Moscow, 55 years ago. The key to understanding the Snatchers, no doubt lies there. Are we going to Moscow? This has to have some meaning. I don't think they'd paste a 50-year-old map up here just as a decoration. Investigate the map. It's a late 20th century map. Investigate around room. A holographic marker indicates the location that Lisa's remains were found. Right, let's go then. Be careful that you don't touch the tape lines. Tape? You mean this laser beam, right? Don't break the beam, Gillian. You'll have people from headquarters all over the place. It's a security sensor, you know. I see. Gotta make sure nobody messes with the evidence, after all. Yeah. Jeez. I feel like I'm breaking into the place. Breaking into the place. We're outside of Nielsen's apartment. Thank God. Now let's go back to headquarters. Okay. Ba-da-bow-bow. Look, there's a taxi over there. Cab is for hire. Shall we board it? Move. Ride in taxi. We boarded the taxi. Where to, sir? This is a manned cab. I can take you anywhere you want to go. Hotel destination. Get to Junker headquarters as quickly as you can. Junker headquarters, eh? Why would you want to go there for? Something going down? Let's look at him a minute. His face is concealed. Polarizing film has been placed on the rear view mirror. Hey, this is a black taxi, you know. Don't be so nosy, okay? Look inside car. The car has been modified to operate on manual only. Come on, stop that please. Now, where would you like to go? Alright, let's go then. What? Investigate the driver. Driver is of medium height and medium build. Come on, you know the unspoken rule. Drivers and passengers of black taxis aren't supposed to interfere with each other's business, you know? Oh, what the fuck, dude? Just take me close to there or something? Driver's identification is not posted on the dashboard. Come on, you know you aren't supposed to be in each other's business. Listen, I'm a junker. Take me to the junker headquarters and do it quickly. I'm afraid not. You're going somewhere else. You want to know where that is? Where? Straight to hell. Oh, shit. Get your gun out, bro. Oh.
Is he dead?
He's junk now. Stubborn one, wasn't he?
Hey.
Jeez. He made it through that explosion and was waiting for us out here. If those things ever get control of the city, there's no way we'll ever get it back. We've got to stop them before that.
And to do that, we have to prevent the chief from getting to the Kyoto summit.
I know. And I have to pay back my debt to Random.
Let's use this taxi to get back to Junker headquarters.
I planned on it. I just hope Mika and Harry are safe.
We've arrived at Junker headquarters. I certainly hope Mika and Harry are safe. Alright, Metal. This is it. The final showdown. Are you ready? Let's go. Now entering headquarters. This is the lobby. Oh shit, what's going on? What? The shutter on the reception booth is closed. Look at the shutter. This is the protective shutter for the reception booth. It is automatically lowered in times of danger. Right, let's go inside. Ah. Surface of the shutter shows evidence of having been struck by fire from an energy weapon. I read motion. Something is in the booth. Look at the... Snatchers who did this. Use Metal Gear? No. Actually, yeah, let's save. Booth. Can't this be opened from the outside? If it has an emergency external connection port, then it can be opened from the outside. Investigate. Metal, find this external connection jack. Here we are. I have located an emergency external connection port on the side of the booth. With this, I will be able to open the shutter. I mean, do it then, bitch. Use Metal Gear. Okay, no. What do we do then? Investigate shutter. Investigate door. Investigate area. No doubt caused by blaster. Look area. It appears that something attacked this place. The shutter on the reception booth is closed. Is Mika still in the booth? Look at the shutter. It functions as a protective shield, so there's no way to see inside the booth with it like this. Look at the door. There we go. Open shutter. Now plug it in with emergency external connection port. Now opening the shutter.
All right, I'm going to open it, but please use extreme caution.
Get your gun out,
Anything could be
Gillian.
inside.
Mika, they poked your eye out? What have they done?
Mika! Mika, are you all right? Metal, how is she?
Her pulse is normal. The only external injuries are to her forehead, and they are not serious.
Oh, it's her
There's been no
forehead.
significant blood loss.
Okay.
Mika, come on, snap out of it. It's me, Gillian.
Gillian? Gillian.
Mika, what happened?
Gillian, the chief. The chief is a snatcher.
So he's finally shown his true colors.
Harry's...
What's happened to Harry?
Harry put me in the pod and sealed the main door. He locked the snatcher in.
That was smart. Not even a snatcher can get through this shield.
So where's Harry?
He said keep the door sealed no matter what happens in there. And then he went in.
Harry's
Gillian,
being a
please
hero.
help him.
Harry! Mika, open the door. I'm going in. Metal, we're going in. Be careful. That snatcher could be hiding anywhere.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Gillian,
sir.
please be careful. The chief is very cunning. Don't let your guard down.
Don't worry. I'll watch myself in there.
Oh no. We're in the main hallway. Someone is down. That hat. Harry? Oh man.
Harry!
Oh, Gillian, is that you?
Oh, Gillian.
I'm getting old. Just look at me.
What happened?
I saw the chief messing with your turbo cycle, and that weird picture in his office.
Metal, how is he? Metal!
I do not wish to say.
Really that bad, huh?
Gillian, when I confronted him about what I saw, he showed me what he really was. I was barely able to even scratch him.
That's enough, Harry. I understand. Metal, is there anything we can do for him?
Gillian, I'm sorry.
Little Harv, you wanna come up here?
Harry, you'll be okay. It doesn't look like you're hurting too bad.
Oh, come say hello.
This'll work out perfect. You
Look at
always
this.
were working too hard anyway. Why don't you take a nice long vacation somewhere and rest up?
Yeah, sure. Nice try, Gillian, but it's my body. I know I ain't gonna make it. You were a good kid, Gillian.
You're a
Harry.
good kid, Gillian.
I don't know how to say this right, but I've always had a special feeling about you. I've always had trouble talking to people since I was little, like my father. What I can remember of him.
Pulse and blood pressure falling.
Harry, hang in there. You and I were gonna go out and tie one on, remember?
Yeah.
Tie one on?
Yeah, that's
What does that mean?
not a bad idea. You, me, and Jean, the three of us.
But John is...
Metal, quiet.
Oh man, Harry was lonely as
Gillian,
fuck.
I've lived my life alone. I didn't know my parents or family. Always so stubborn, glued to my research. I never really trusted anybody. That was a mistake.
Blood pressure continuing to fall.
Oh no.
Harry?
Feels bad, man.
After Jean died, I felt it. Human warmth, companionship.
I know what you mean.
Gillian, I just wanted to get along with everybody. I don't need no Nobel Prize. For 50 years, I've been searching, trying to find something I lost. Looks like I'll never find it now.
Gillian, he's about...
Looks like I've been talking too much. It's up to you now, Gillian. I'm finished. You won't forget this, old grouch, will you?
Harry!
Gillian, Gillian, you've got to believe in yourself. You're the last junker.
The last junker.
Harry! Harry!
Pulse 0. Pupils are dilated.
Cunningham! No! Snatcher! I'll get you for this!
We have no
Yeah,
time
it's
for
not.
breathing.
It's not like it's the actual chief, is it? It's a snatcher.
Memo, listen to me. If that Snatcher gets me, you've got to take Mika and run. Then you've got to blow up Junker headquarters. Blow it sky high! You understand me?
Yes, sir. I just hope it doesn't come to that. So, where should we start our search?
Probably the chief's office. Oh man, the feels. This is the chief's office. Huh. Okay. Search under desk. I doubt he's gonna be like hiding under the desk. Surely. Let's go to detective's room. Let's go to the hallway. Oh wait. Yeah, okay. Move to engineering room. Probably fixing himself up. No? No. So I've been everywhere, and I can't find him. Obviously, I have to look a bit harder. Search under sofa. Look. Snatcher does not seem to be around. Okay. Engineering. Look. Snatcher does not seem to be around. Behind work table. Search under work table. Nothing there. Alright, next. Detective's room. Look. The Snatcher does not seem to be around. Search inside locker. Whoa, I thought that was him then, that coat. Under front desk. Nothing unusual. Under far desk. No Snatchers here. Motion detector. Alright, move to the shooting range. Look, I don't see the Snatcher. Search with shadows. Search inside booth. Search above the booth. Motion detector. Let's go the computer room. Don't see the Snatcher. No Snatchers here. Under desk. Nothing unusual. Motion detector. We're the only ones. Okay, move. I guess hallway's the last place. Harry's lying on the floor. Just wait here a little longer, Harry. I'll get the bastard for you. Investigate. The area's just over. We left it earlier. Search. I don't see the Snatcher. Damn that Snatcher. Where could it have gone? Motion detector. Right. We have to go through them all again. Chief's office. There's blood dripping. Investigate desk. Look at the stain on desk. He's above the desk, right? Search. Investigate the desk. Look at the desk. There is some kind of stain on the desktop. He's in the vents above the desk, surely. Search. Oh, there we go. Ceiling. Why don't we investigate the ceiling? Oh, shit! Cunningham. Oh, fuck.
The lighting control system has been destroyed.
Here's Spooder Man.
Motion readings increasing.
Is he trying to run?
Motion readings have vanished.
You got past me this
I
time,
hope there's
Snatcher.
like a remix album of the Snatcher
Headquarters emergency
soundtrack.
lighting has been activated.
Some of the tunes are awesome. You could see
Can we
like
find him
a
again?
DJ doing
We
like a
should go
load of
after him
remixes and
immediately.
stuff with them.
We'll find him. We know he's somewhere inside
You wanna get down
headquarters.
half?
The Snatcher has been
Get
wounded.
enough yet, or
We
you're
should look
like-
for traces of blood.
Alright. Look. Oh, okay, Harv. Oh, wait, it's too high for you to jump, bro. Good boy. The Snatcher's blood trail continues out of the door. Move. I mean, follow the bloodstain, maybe. Search. The Snatcher does not seem to be around. Damn that Snatcher. Investigate. Alright, move to the engineering room. He's probably gone engineering to patch himself up. Look, I don't see the Snatcher. Search. The bloodstain. There are no traces of Snatcher's blood in this area. That's funny. I was pretty sure that I at least winged him. Motion detector. Alright, next then. Detective room. Search for the bloodstain. I don't see any evidence of blood anywhere. That's funny. I was pretty sure that I winged him. Search. Just look inside the locker for me. Every time that opens, I think he's going to be in there. Search for the bloodstain. Alright, let's move to... Where haven't I been? Detective's room. No, I have been there. Fuck. Move to computer room. Can I locate any signs of blood? Where haven't I been then? There are? Oh, the office. Fuck. No, the office is where I got him. Engineering I definitely went to. Detectives room I definitely went to. Shooting range I definitely went to. I have to go through all the options. Okay. Let's go engineering and make sure I click everything. I'm just going to check Harvey doesn't need to go outside. I'll be right back in 1 sec. Oh, you're right there. You need to go wee-wee's half? He's okay. Detective room. This is the detective room. Look, search. Oh yeah, I already checked the locker. Search under front desk. Search under far desk. Search for bloodstain. Motion detector. Okay, move. Shooting range. Bum, bum, ba, bum. Look. Search. Shadows. Search inside booth. Search above booth. Search bloodstain. Did he go out the window? Maybe he went out the window. At the chief's office. Because he's looking like no, it's not in this room. Alright. Gotta be a computer room then. Maybe the hallway. Let's go to the hallway. I've searched every room. Oh, front. I haven't been to the front. Okay. You go to the front. Go to the hallway, then go to the front. Fuck, I hope Mika's okay.
The main door has been opened. Did Mika open it?
Wait, Mika's not in the pod. What happened?
The lighting has been disconnected.
Don't move, Seed.
Cunningham, is that you?
I read motion. He is definitely in here.
Where are you? Show yourself.
I'm right here. I don't need to run or hide from you.
Oh, this is gonna be hard. Don't hit Mika.
Mika!
No, Gillian, don't move. It's a trap.
A hostage. You cowardly scum. Mika, why did you open the entrance?
I don't know. I was really scared.
Fucking
I mean,
idiot,
the
that's
emergency
why.
lights coming on so suddenly.
Seed, go ahead and shoot. But you'd better be a pretty good shot, or this kid goes home in a bag.
I'm a pretty
Shoot,
good
Gillian,
shot.
kill this thing. Don't worry about me.
Mika!
What are you going to do?
I have you now, Junker.
Oh! I hit Mika, whoops. Can I do anything? Sorry, Mika, I shot you in the hand.
The
My bad.
Snatcher's functions have been terminated.
Mika, are you all right?
Yes. Yes, I think so. Thank you.
Harry?
Oh,
I got him. Random?
I got him.
Sorry it took so long, but this ought to make us even.
Junker? You may have stopped me, but it's not over yet.
Gillian, this is just residual energy feedback. Its power levels are dropping rapidly.
Crane's hospital was nothing more than a maintenance facility. We have comrades operating throughout the city, more than you can imagine. Now our plans will move into Phase 2. For that, we will enlist the help of Professor Lorraine. Your existence is meaningless, as long as you don't get your memory back.
Oh yeah. Jamie.
My memory? Comrades? Professor Lorraine?
Harry. Why? Please tell me. Why do so many good people have to die?
Mika.
This is all wrong.
Mika, don't worry. I won't let anybody else die. I've made a promise to Harry and Randall. But the city is still full of Snatchers. This fight is just beginning.
Who's that?
Gillian, I have an urgent video call from Jamie. I'll connect you.
Because we came from Siberia as well, didn't we?
Gillian,
we got put to
I've got my memory back. I remember everything.
Shit.
Your memory? So what about us, Jamie? Who are we?
Gillian, it's terrible. What we've done.
Jamie, what's wrong?
I can't tell you something like this over the video phone. I would have been better off never remembering.
Okay, Jamie,
Oh
calm
man,
down.
did
I'll
we
head
make the
out right
Snatchers?
now. Where are you? Is it snowing?
I'm sorry, Gillian. I can't tell you. They've taken our boy hostage.
Our boy? Who?
Professor Modner is here too.
Jamie, what are you talking about?
I'm so sorry.
Where is she?
Snatcher!
Gillian!
We have Professor Lorraine. We only require her cooperation for a short period here at the Kremlin. So for now, I suggest
we're going to the
you
Kremlin.
avoid doing anything foolish. Professor Seed.
Professor. Ba 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 bow, bow, bow. Save.
With the start of this year's Kyoto Summit just 3 hours away, the delegates from the participating countries are beginning to arrive at the conference center. A major poll of domestic and international opinion, carried out just last week, shows that the vast majority of respondents favor a complete quarantine of Neo Kobe as a means to combat the risk of the Snatcher menace.
Now that the Chief's death has been confirmed, it won't be long before they strip us of our Junker authorization.
They will be deciding how to handle Neo Kobe at the summit in just 3 hours.
There are rumors that they're going to use nukes on the city to make sure the Snatchers are wiped out.
That's ridiculous. Come on, this is the 21st century.
That may not be
Come
as
on.
improbable as it seems. The world's leaders are extremely concerned about the Snatcher problem.
The Chief was going to calm this hysteria in his speech at the summit, but that'll never happen now.
3 months ago, government pressure on Junker operations increased dramatically. Gillian's transfer here was really our last chance.
Our own chief was snatched. It's not too surprising they don't want to trust us anymore.
I've heard that the Army and FBI are going to take over operations now.
What emote
That's
is
correct. That too will be officially decided in 3 hours'
that?
time.
Kona. I don't know.
3
that
hours, eh? Is there any way we can find their hideout in that time?
If we don't, we and everybody else in this city are finished.
As far as they're concerned, we're just like a cancerous tumor that has to be cut out.
We have to hit the Snatchers' headquarters before then.
Gillian, can you do it?
If we only knew where it was, I should be
The
able to
Kremlin,
manage
bruh.
something.
Pitting their outposts like Queen's Hospital won't do any good. We have to find their main nerve center.
What about the memory of that Snatcher who was impersonating the chief?
Just like the others, it was completely blanked. It's a form of self-destruct mechanism that they use.
He said here at the Kremlin.
Wait a minute. Metal, what about tracing that video phone call from Jamie?
It was no good. The call didn't last long enough. Still, it definitely did come from within the city.
Oh.
Damn. Where are they hiding?
What? The
Gillian, can't you remember anything at all? Didn't Jamie say something that implied you were somehow connected to the Snatchers?
Nothing. I can't remember a damn thing. Metal, I want you to tell me everything you know about me. Why was I sent to Junker headquarters? Where did I come from?
Gillian.
Siberia.
Metal, the chief's dead. Tell me everything you know about me.
Well, you see...
Metal!
All right. With the chief gone, you are the highest ranking officer here.
You knew all along?
Of course.
Where were we rescued from?
3 years ago, you and Jamie were taken into protective custody in the Siberian Neutral Zone by the 17th Siberian Investigative Force. More precisely, you were discovered in cryogenic sleep pods in an underground bunker near Moscow.
Cryogenic sleep pods? You mean they were frozen?
This is a photograph of the bunker. There is no record of when you were placed there. In addition, the third pod was empty at the time you were discovered.
There were 3 pods?
You were revived and taken into custody by the army. Apparently, as a result of the extended sleep, both of you suffered from complete amnesia.
What?
Another theory suggests your memories may have been intentionally erased. This is the only piece of evidence found at the site.
That's Harry's picture, from when he was a kid.
That's correct. Harry is Gillian and Jamie's son. It's been confirmed by DNA tests.
Harry? Harry was my son?
Using the information gained from the photo, it was established that you are Gillian Seed and your wife, Jamie Lorraine. Both of you are American citizens, born in the late 1960s.
The 1960s?
What?
In addition, both of you vanished without a trace in 1989. There is no other information available about you after that.
1989?
Yes. You come from a world that's been gone for 50 years.
But what does that have to do with the Snatchers?
When the 17th Special Investigative Force was bringing the two of you out, there was an accident. Though the two of you were all right, most of the 17th was killed. One of them was a Snatcher. Of course, before their departure, they all underwent thorough examinations. So, if one of them was snatched...
It had to be somewhere in Siberia, right?
That's correct. And in order to attempt to determine the origin of the Snatcher, as well as your true identities, you were assigned to Junker headquarters. The hope was that exposure to the Snatchers would help you regain your memories.
Moscow? 50 years ago?
Almost everyone who was in Moscow at the time was killed in the catastrophe.
So Gillian and Jamie are the only living witnesses?
Harry. Harry was my son. Did
That's
he know?
Nuts.
No,
He knew.
it was highly classified information. He was never told.
Got a feeling though.
I was never able to do anything for him.
Wait a minute, Gillian. Didn't Jamie say something about taking a boy hostage?
That's right. They must know about Harry and are using him to threaten her.
We have to find their headquarters quickly.
We've only got 3 hours.
Gillian, let's think this all through again. We may get some kind of a hint out of it.
You're right. There may be some clue in the way they're operating.
All right. Let's go over what we know about them.
What's the Snatcher's weak point? Alright, UV rays. The sun's rays then. The sun rays are UV rays, aren't they? The booty hole. That's correct. Their weak point is their defective artificial skin. Long-term exposure to ultraviolet rays causes mutations in the melanocytes in the stratum basale of their skin, which become cancerous. Specifically, long ultraviolet rays in the 250 to 350 nanometer range is responsible for causing the cancer. That's right, and that's the reason that they are so limited as to when they can be out. They only come out at night in the middle of winter and wear sunscreen even then. That's the method that Jean used to figure out what the Snatchers were up to. How ironic, it turns out that the destruction of the ozone layer actually had a benefit for us humans. That's right. Now, what method were they using to move and be able to avoid ultraviolet rays and sunlight at the same time? The underpass. This is the method of movement that the Snatchers would. That's right, they were using the abandoned tunnels of the old tube liner system to get from place to place. That's how they were able to move around without being noticed. Nielsen's apartment, the old factory, Queen's Hospital, all of their hideouts were connected by the tube liner. So maybe there is a tunnel under the main base as well. There's a good chance of that. Next, what phenomenon was always observed at any location where Snatchers appeared, including the underground tunnels? 09? Sneeze. This is the phenomenon you're talking about. That's right. And what was the cause of the sneezing? 09. This is the reason for the sneezing. You're correct. The sneezing was caused by the presence of the allergen Snow-9. Snow-9 is an artificial form of pollen developed by the military, and its presence is limited to certain regions. They were using it to interfere with radio transmitters and keep people away. They probably were producing it intentionally themselves. The only regions of the city where Snow-9 is still present are areas around the Ina River. It has been cleared out of other areas because of the danger it presents. That means that their base must be somewhere near the Ina River, right? Fair conclusion. They're probably somewhere near the Ina River, protected by the Snow-9. Accessible to the tube liner and near the Ina River. And we must not forget the 3 photographs that we found the Snatchers with. All of them were related to the Soviet Union before the catastrophe. The map on the wall of Nielsen's apartment, the picture of the temple in the director's office at Queen's Hospital, a photo of Red Square hidden in the chief's office. Why do the Snatchers keep pictures and memorabilia like this? Maybe they're homesick. Maybe that's where they come from. Homesick? Get serious, Mika. They're robots, you know. Let's analyze this a little closer. What city is related to all 3 of these pictures? Moscow. This is the city they have in common. That's correct, it's Moscow. Moscow must be where they come from. That must be the basis of their programming. You might be right. Just as people have a hometown that is dear to them, their creators may have put a hometown into their programming. They use very advanced artificial intelligence systems, so they may have needed something like that to maintain their emotional balance. Yeah, they were born out of nothing, but they needed to give them some kind of image, an emotional base. So Moscow is their creator and their home, and the place that they found Jamie and I.
In other words, this homing instinct thing of theirs has led them to set up their headquarters in some place that reminds them of home, or their creator.
What part of this city is like Moscow?
Moscow's really cold, right? They get a lot of snow, don't they?
Snow?
No snow has been recorded in Neo-Kobe in several years.
Well, then that's not it.
Wait.
Place that looks like the
what
Kremlin.
About that pollen? That crystal bioengineered stuff, Snow-9.
Now that you mention it, wasn't it snowing on Jamie's video phone call?
That's right. Their hideout has to be somewhere close to the Ina River.
The Ina River flows for miles around here, Gillian. We could never
Is
search
it that
it all
warehouse?
the time.
It's that warehouse.
Gillian, let's look at a map of the areas investigated so far. This is an enlarged view of the southwest portion of the city around the Ina River. This blue area is
Yeah,
that in which
I don't know how to
Snow9
get
is
rid of that.
present.
I think someone added it to
Now
my
I'll
channel, and I don't
superimpose
know
a
how
chart
you
of
get
the
rid of
abandoned
it.
tube-liner tunnels. From
I
this,
don't.
we can
I
establish
haven't.
those
I haven't
areas
done
with
that.
Snow
Stay
9,
hydrated
which are
part.
accessible by subway tunnel.
Damn. Nice try, but it's still too large. We could never cover it in 3 hours.
Don't give up so fast, Gillian.
I guess
What about
you
that
can
image
just,
of home
I guess
thing
I
we
could
were
just
talking
ban
about?
it. I don't know.
Maybe there's some kind of geographic similarity. Maybe
Bit
the
strong,
same
though.
view can be seen or something.
I'll display a map of Moscow alongside.
Kind of
What's
similar.
this?
Look, the rivers are exactly the same shape.
This is the Moscow River over here.
It looks like we're on the right track, Metal. Show us the location that Jamie and I were picked up from.
All right, right here.
Metal, before the catastrophe, what was at this location?
What the
headquarters for
fuck?
entire
It's an actual
Soviet
person.
Union, the Kremlin.
The Kremlin? That
Oh, it's not.
Snatcher said
Okay.
something about taking Jamie to their Kremlin.
Metal, what spot in Neo Kobe would match up with the location of Moscow's
That's just what it
Kremlin?
says when you don't. Okay, but don't
Calculating.
blame the bot when I shrivel up and die from
This is the spot.
dehydration.
It's presently occupied by an old church. It's rather large, but reports indicate it's been abandoned for nearly 20 years.
And it's right in the middle of the Snow 9 and subway area.
That's it.
I'm interested in
That's their
Commander Root.
headquarters. Their new
What-
Kremlin.
Gillian,
What
let's go.
does
Wait, Gillian.
he collects
I want
loads
to go
of
with
data
you.
on
Sorry, Mika.
like all the
Hey, I'm a
Twitch
junker
channels,
too,
doesn't
you
he?
know.
He like
I know, and you're a great one at that.
So take me
and
with
his
you then.
channel displays
You head
shit
to the summit
to
to
do
warn the
with
delegates.
Path
They
of
haven't
Exile.
given up, you know.
The summit's in Kyoto. I'm not going to be the only one to run.
You've got to convince them not to use nukes on Neo Kobe.
We found their hideout. There's no need now to sink the whole island.
Yes, but...
It's a tough job. Can you do it?
Okay, Gillian. I'll do what I can.
I don't.
Thanks.
What data
Thank
is he
you, Mika.
collecting on all the
Don't say
Twitch
it,
channels?
okay?
Let's go, Gillian.
Gillian?
Yes? What's wrong?
How about dinner sometime?
Dinner?
Yeah, you know, dinner.
Oh man, she wants the D.
Mika.
Not interested.
Oh, Lika.
I thought it would be nice, you know, to kick back, relax. It's Christmas after
Netflix
all.
and chill.
Christmas, huh? I'll be back by then.
Gillian, we have to hurry.
What
That's a
about
promise,
Jamie?
right? I heard you.
Yeah. Okay. But I gotta go to church first.
I'll see you soon then.
Okay, Metal. Let's go.
I input the map data on the Kremlin's locations. Lift off. Flight configuration. Now gaining altitude.
Jamie, please be safe.
Gillian, please keep in mind that we're working with a strict time limit.
We are.
50-year debt in 3 hours.
Put your foot down.
Snow!
Snow 9, to be specific. We've entered the Snow 9 region. Please put on your breathing filter. Direct inhalation is dangerous.
All right.
Radio transmissions will also be impossible from this point on. Understood? Now descending. Conversion to hover configuration complete. Gillian, we've arrived.
Now I can dehydrate. Not cooking dinner. No. I don't. I'm gonna have. I've got some chili that I made in the slow cooker, frozen in the freezer. I'm gonna have that, maybe probably with some rice, I think. So all I've got to do is warm it up. I said it was in the freezer. I've defrosted it. It's just ready to warm up. So I'm gonna have that later. But I'm gonna try and finish this game. Now I know why they call it their Kremlin. The very old church, it bears quite a resemblance to St. Basil's Cathedral. No doubt they thought the same thing. What have you made in the slow cooker recently, Goddess? You still on the slow cooker like kick? Greek Peter. That's one of our favourites as well. We have that a lot. I need some new ones though. Natalie's getting bored of. I've basically I make 3 or 4 different ones. I make the brown sugar garlic chicken. That does sound good. That sounds quite good actually. I'll write that down. 1 sec. Very quickly, I'll write that down. Brown. I will need to go get some brown sugar, I think, because I know I don't have any of that, and I assume you need it for brown sugar garlic chicken. Garlic chicken. Okay. Yeah, I make the Greek pita. I make chilies. I make the what do you call it? Mac and cheese, garlic chicken mac and cheese. That was pretty awesome. I make Chinese, like it's like honey chicken. That was quite good. Dinnerthendessert.com. That's a different website. It's hard to believe that this much of it is present right here in the city. And the only sound is that of the wind. Right, let's go. Let's get the building. The building is about 50 years old, but it appears very well maintained. So where's the entrance? On the front side of the building. Listen. Investigate. Building. Acid rain is seriously. Yeah, new sites equals new recipes. Yeah, I just need a couple of new ones to do. I still really like the ones that I do, but my girl, not that she's complaining, she's just like, I've got into the routine of doing a few different meals and she wants something new, you know. I need to keep it interesting. How do I go inside? Area? Sensor scan reveals that a tube liner tunnel passes directly underneath this area. Well, that's no surprise. Looks like we've got the right place. Go inside.
Alright, now opening the door.
What's wrong? Won't open?
I've scanned it, and it's not locked. It is probably rusted into place.
Not surprising. After all, our friends always go in and out through the basement.
Let's push it together.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Any good? Oh yeah.
That got it.
Got it. What's this? It would appear to be some kind of a chapel for the Snatchers. Are you telling me those things pray? To whom? No doubt to their creator. That portrait on the wall is probably a representation of him. It's me, isn't it? Oh no, who is that? This person is no doubt the one the Snatchers worship as their creator. It kind of looks like Gillian, does it? Just different hairstyle. This guy, isn't that Random? Is it? Random was the other person in the... Okay. While the facial bone structure of the individual in the portrait is nearly identical to that of Random, a positive identification is impossible as the picture is not a photograph. That just looks too much like him to be a coincidence. Random's obviously the other guy. These are the chairs for worshippers in the chapel, no doubt. Everything is nice and orderly. It's as if the pre-collapsed Soviet Union has been recreated here. Something is written on the painting. The creator, Modnar. Random. Backwards. So this is Professor Modnar. one the Snatcher was talking about, eh? It appears to be a portrait of that person. Man, I think we created the Snatchers. There are a number of scratches on the surface. They were almost certainly caused by the Snatchers. It's all very organised, almost inhumanely so. There is another room further back. The whole area is quiet, so have they already left for the summit? Let's continue back. Now moving into the back room. Oh shit, there's loads of them. Snatchers! Look at them all. I'm not picking up any energy readings. They are all deactivated in some kind of suspension mode. So this is their warehouse, eh? There must be a few hundred of them here. They continue all the way back. Still, this doesn't look like a factory to me. These are endostructures which have yet to have their artificial skin installed. Bone sizing devices and the skull slits are all set to the smallest sizes. So the victims haven't been chosen yet. They're all just waiting their turn. Look. Hey! Not that. There seem to be a number of containers stacked up in the back of the room. None of these Snatchers appear damaged. All they need is their energy packs. The gender units have yet to be installed, however. I do not see any tools or equipment for maintaining anything in the area. This room would appear to be just a storage area. There is some kind of label here. 23rd Siberian Investigative Force. Siberian Investigative. Fuck, man. It would appear that these Snatchers were brought to near Kobe from the Siberian Neutral Zone. It seems that the investigative forces have been responsible for shipping the Snatchers. In other words, the investigative forces have been snatched, just like when they found us. Man, how many times do I have to say that stupid word? I see. So the Siberian investigative forces bring the Snatchers out of Siberia and into storage here. I think you're right, Metal. And then the Snatchers just wait here in storage to be reactivated and adjusted after their victims are selected. A rather efficient system. I wonder where the actual snatching takes place. The back part of this room may hold the answer to that question. Right, I just need to go AFK for 2 secs to Remy's making it. I think she needs to go outside. So I'll be right back. Alright, sorry, I'm back. Remy, get out of there. Come here. Oh. Fidget in. Just sit. Okay. Okay. Hey. You're all hooked up. We're all hooked up. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Right. Yeah, she's very excited. Ooh. Mmm. Good girl. You want your toy? Here you go. Alright. The Snatcher's culturing room. The mechanism is operating. Gillian, there are Snatchers with their artificial skin already installed here. Oh, for fuck's sake, Harvey! Hey, wait! Ah! Harvey doesn't like it when Remy's like in a playful mood, so Harvey comes under my desk, but she gets all caught up in all the wires and just doesn't stop walking. He doesn't care, and he'll pull everything out. Alright.
This is where they fuse the artificial skin onto the Snatcher's endostructure. First, they adjust the size of the still skinless Snatcher to the size of the individual who is to be snatched. The Snatcher's overall shape and size can be adjusted by expansion or contraction of sizing rods. Their sex is controlled by gender units, which are installed at this point.
Gender
Then,
units.
the face is modified to match the intended
Like
victim by
fixed
adjusting
on
the size of the upper
penis.
and lower jaw, cheekbones, temporal bones, and tooth alignment.
Just like Gibson said, that means there are limits to the size of the people that they can snatch.
That's right. The limits of the mechanism mean that they can't snatch children, the elderly, or people who are very tall or heavy. And this is where the artificial muscles attached.
Is it organic?
Eat loads of donuts and
It
you're
appears
safe.
to be coated with a type of plastic gel capable of mechanical response. Like human muscles, it creates mechanical energy through chemical reactions. And this is where the artificial skin is attached. In order to prevent the
Ooh.
synthetic cells, developed using biotechnological protein design techniques, from rejecting the inorganic material below, they attach it gradually over a number of days.
And this is the stuff that gets cancer if they stay out in the sun too long.
Finally, they attach body and scalp hair. The process involves transplant of synthetic hair follicles as well, so the hair will grow back if it's lost.
What about scars or birthmarks?
It would appear that they make those adjustments at this point in the process, as they would for wrinkles to simulate age.
Computer terminal is installed on each preservation cylinder. These cylinders are used to culture the Snatcher's artificial skin. Endostructures are submerged within them. Remy, get out of there. Thank you. Gonna end up... I need to sort out all my wires because they're all exposed and... Hey, I said no. Terminal. These terminals must all be connected to a host computer which monitors conditions inside each of the cylinders. Investigate terminals. The power is on. Look at this, Gillian. The data of people to be snatched is all being neatly processed. Whole area is protected as a clean room. There is a door at the far end of the room. Investigate the door. It's locked, but I should be able to open it from this side.
So this is where the whole thing begins. The endostructures arrive here from the Kremlin. Then they convert them into copies of their victims. And finally, they head out into the city using the old subway system.
With artificial skin maintenance being handled at Queen's Hospital.
But who's behind all this?
Gillian, look at this. There are some finished Snatchers over here.
Who's that?
Get a load of this. The U.S. President, the Prime Ministers of Japan, and the UK.
Oh shit, UK represent.
Gillian, you're in here too.
Figures. They were looking to snatch every VIP at the summit.
And the last junker, you. It definitely looks like they plan on moving out beyond Neo Kobe.
The last junker.
If they were to snatch every major world leader, they'd practically be able to control the planet. Still, that's odd. With their flawed skin, pulling something off like that would really be difficult.
Yeah.
Chin said they had found the key to developing a perfect artificial skin.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
they've already produced it.
No idea. But the number of Snatchers here makes it clear that they're up to something new.
Gillian, this is definitely their nest. We should destroy everything.
Not yet. Not until we found Jamie. Metal, how
Go
much
through that
time do we
door.
have left?
The summit should have begun by now. We don't have much time. And once our legal privileges are suspended, I won't be able to help. In fact, I'll be forced to restrain you.
What?
I know. If the military wants to avoid nukes and goes for a surgical strike on this facility, what would they likely use?
Probably a phased particle beam from one of the attack satellites.
A phased particle beam, huh? That'll wipe this complex right off the map.
Shit, son.
Everything, including the soil, will simply evaporate. The attack will leave just a large crater.
Metal, can you convince them to give me another hour? Even 30 minutes will help.
Understood. I'll try my best.
And I'll try to find and rescue Jamie in that time.
I can't transmit here due to interference from the Snow 9. I'll have to leave the area and then send the message.
All right. Do it, Metal.
Gillian, don't forget. 30 minutes. You must get out before then.
I understand.
Gillian, I'm sorry I couldn't help you better.
Don't worry about it. I'll be able to move faster by myself
Don't
anyway.
worry.
30 minutes should be plenty. Go, Metal.
Yes, sir. Don't forget. 30 minutes.
"30 minutes? Oh, this is gonna be tight. That room's the only place left to check. Let's take a look.
Oh, fuck. No! No! Fuck, man. Alright, let's do this. Get your gun out. No! Don't move, Harvey. Fuck. Harvey. Oh, man. Fuck. Down. Shit. Oh, man. I thought I had it then. Let's go. This fight's hard. Fuck it. Fuck, man, that bit's impossible. No, no. Fuck, man. Too many. Too many. Shit. Go away, doggos. You're putting me off. I'm blaming you. Come on. Treat them in order of appearance. Yeah, I'm trying. It's just so hard. It's like you take too many at the start. You need to have a little bit of like. I don't know. You're right. I just need to shoot them. No. Why in this shit? Fuck, man. This is too hard, man. I'm not going to be able to do this. Oh. I hack it with a mouse or something. I'll be able to do it with a mouse. Fuck, man, I always get to that fucking point. I'm gonna smash. I'm gonna fucking. I'm getting fucking pissed off. My hand's starting to like hurt as well. What is this? Starting off. What? Come on. Fuck you.
Whew. I wasn't ready for that. They almost got me.
You'd never seen
All
that
right,
before.
let's open the next door.
Really? Really? Yeah, sign me up. Ugh.
Doesn't look like there's anything here. Whoa!
No! Oh, mate. Okay, okay. Right, so far this is easier than them fucking things.
Jeez, these guys are tough.
These
Of course,
guys.
I didn't exactly
These
expect them
guys
to
are
welcome me
tough.
with open arms. Okay, let's try this next door.
Come on, no more.
Jamie, are you all right?
Gillian,
Save?
you came
Alright, I'll do a
for me.
cheeky save
Are you
slot.
hurt?
No, they won't lay a finger on me. Not until the new artificial skin is completed anyway.
Artificial skin research? You?
Gillian, I've got my memory back. All of it.
What happened? Tell me, Jamie.
They said they'd
We
kill
made
him.
them.
They said they'd kill Harry. They forced me. I had to help them with the skin development.
They already killed
They
Harry.
said I had to help them because the professor was ill. Wasn't getting any better. Gillian, the engineer Harry, he's our son. He's been living on his own now for 50 years.
Jamie, I'm afraid that Harry's...
There was nothing I could do. They forced me. But I can't do it anymore.
Jamie!
The professor, he just died. He was over 100.
The professor? What? This old man?
Don't you remember?
Who's
It's
that?
Professor Modner. Professor Petrovich Modner.
What? This old man is Modner?
He's
Who
been
was
confined here
random
for
then?
3 years now, just to develop the Snatcher's artificial skin. Terrible. Doing that to your own father.
Whose father? Jamie, I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
You really can't remember, can you?
Jamie, tell me. Tell me who I am. What were we doing at the Kremlin?
Are you sure you really want me to, Gillian? It's all so awful, but if you must know, I'll tell you. Try to remain calm, okay? 56 years ago, you and I were involved in a top-secret Soviet project. It was still during the time of the Cold War. The gulf between East and West
They
was
speak
as
very
wide
good
as ever.
American.
Everybody was worried about nukes.
They're Russian.
At that point, the world's armies were at their largest ever. Leaders still believed that a strong military meant a strong nation. There were rumors that there would be an agreement to end the production of nuclear weapons. On the other hand, the major powers like the US began to get involved in a space weapons race. But not the Soviets. The conservative despots in the Kremlin had another, completely different idea for gaining military superiority. A horrible plan, something no one else would think of.
Snatcher.
At that time, the countries of the communist bloc were facing an economic crisis. Popular movements pushing for democracy were springing up all over. Communism itself was facing extinction. Facing pressure from the reformers, the Kremlin began to panic. And that's when that horrible, childish plan was launched.
And that was the Snatcher Project. Replace your enemy's leaders with puppets of your own. Then you control their governments, their economies, take over a country from the inside out.
That's right, Gillian. And to develop these robots, they assembled some of the most brilliant scientific minds from around the world. Some of them were even brought in against their will. At the crux of that development effort was a group called the Frankenstein Project Team. You and I were members of that team, Gillian. It was a 4-person team led by the late Professor Modner here. The robotics expert was Professor Modner himself. His son, Elijah Modner, handled genetics and microbiology. For nanobiology and picobiology, myself.
I guess his son was
and
random
for
then.
behavioral science and psychology, you, Gillian. Early development was carried out at a lab in Novosibirsk, but was later moved to a secret facility under the Kremlin. At the time, the Glasnost and Perestroika movements were gaining momentum, and they rightly feared for the existence of the program if it should become known. But some of the reformers did learn of the project, and they conspired with the US to block it. Gillian, you were a CIA special agent sent by the United States to infiltrate and sabotage the project.
I was CIA?
Yeah.
Yes, and the government knows that. That's why you were assigned to the Junker team.
What? Who am I?
Work on the project continued to go smoothly. But then, on June 6th, 1996, there was that accident. A mysterious explosion at the Chernobyl facility spread a bacterial weapon that was under development there into the atmosphere, destroying the country and the project.
Gee.
Gillian, was it you? Did you set off that explosion?
Is that the catastrophe that they're on
You
about?
can't be serious. You think I caused the catastrophe?
Damn.
Somehow, during the confusion, Professor Modner and our son Harry managed to get picked up by American agents. But we couldn't get out in time, you and I and Elijah. In a shelter below the Kremlin, we entered a cryogenic sleep. Our plan was to sleep there until the toxic effects of the bacteria were safely passed.
And then 48 years later, 3 years ago, we were discovered by the 17th Special Investigative Force.
Yes, but when they found us, Elijah's pod was already empty.
Elijah Modner? That guy whose picture was in the church? The one that looks like Random?
That's right, Elijah is alive! Elijah is here and working on the Snatchers.
Why don't you let me finish your little story?
Who's there?
It's been a while, hasn't it, Jamie? Ah, yes. And Gillian.
Who's that?
It's me, Jamie.
Professor.
Elijah? Is that really you?
What? Why is he
Random?
so old?
No, not quite.
And who's Random then?
You remember me, do you? I am Elijah Modnar, the only son of Professor Petrovich
Oh, he's so
Modnar.
old because he
I'm afraid I've grown somewhat old and
got released from the
feeble
pod
since we last
earlier.
met, however.
Elijah, why are you doing this?
What the
Your
fuck?
father, Professor Modner, he passed away a few minutes ago.
What? My father? My father is dead?
Elijah, what happened to you? The Elijah I knew could never do anything like this.
I've changed, Jamie. These 40 years have changed me.
I can't believe it. What happened to you?
What happened to me? Jamie, do I actually have to explain it to you? Jamie, it's you. Your beauty is the cause of all that has come to pass here. 57 years ago, I was obsessed. With my research, yes, and with you, Jamie. At the time, I was still young, having just graduated with my genetic engineering degree. My father's connections got me on the team, and there, I met you. You were working as my father's assistant. Your beauty, your smile, I was stricken. I saw something in you that I never felt with women of my own country. You warmed my cold, young heart, Jamie. You opened me up, and I couldn't stop my feelings.
Elijah.
Oh, I was so happy. The political situation was crumbling around us, but every day was a joy. I gained my father's trust, and with you there watching over me, I was able to work as hard as I ever have on the project. However, my happiness did not last for long. Gillian, it was you. You showed up and all was ruined. You arrived and joined our project team. Far from home, Jamie found comfort in a man from the same land. Your relationship grew quickly, and all I could do was stand by and
so it's
watch.
all over a woman.
Jamie and Gillian fell in love, were joined, and even had a child.
Harry.
Even then, my feelings for you only grew stronger. Worried about me, my father tried to have me removed from the project, but I persisted. Jamie, I always wanted to be near you. And then, the democratic movements that had consumed the rest of the Eastern Bloc spread to our country as well. The Cold War was over. The hardliners who had pushed for its development were stripped of power and the project was cancelled. The reformers, trying to cover up the existence of such a crazed project, ordered that all materials related to it be destroyed and that we stand trial for our actions. Jamie and Gillian were to be returned to their homeland. That's about the time that I learned that you, Gillian, that you were a CIA agent, and that you were trying to pass documents on our research to your military. The country had sold us out. I'm no politician. I couldn't care less about what happened to the country. All I cared about was my research and Jamie. And I was to lose all of that, everything. For someone so young, you cannot understand how great of a shock that was.
Elijah.
That is when I decided, I swore I would see that secret, crazed project through to the end. At the time, the bioroids were 80% finished. The main part, their endostructure, was essentially completed. But we still were having trouble with the artificial skin, the area that Jamie and I were assigned to. We called it artificial skin, but there was of course no need to duplicate T lymphocytes, Langerhans cells, or endocrine cells. All we needed was keratinized cells and melanocytes to provide the pigment. With the artificial protein development techniques that we had in those days, full-scale synthetic cell development was very difficult. Research like this took months, years. The original project called for us to simultaneously snatch an entire country. In other words, a whole nation, or an entire city, had to be snatched over the course of one night. For that reason, a powerful biological agent, which could quickly and effectively kill the population of the country, was being simultaneously developed.
Lucifer Alpha.
That's right. A type RAO11 virus which another team was developing. For someone like myself, who was closely involved in the project, blowing up the lab was quite a simple task.
My God, Elijah, do you know what you're saying? That explosion killed half the world's population.
I moved all the materials and records essential to the Bioroid project into the shelter, and executed my plan on June 6th. After sealing off the lab, I brought the two of you with me to the underground shelter, and we entered a cryogenic sleep. But not before I programmed an atmospheric research satellite to transmit a wake signal when the danger from Lucifer Alpha had passed.
And 10 years later, Lucifer Alpha naturally mutated into a non-toxic form.
But the automatic revival system failed to work.
Oh no, it worked. Just as planned. It revived me 10 years later. A little sooner than the two of you, of course.
But even though you sealed the lab with the explosion and everything, you should have been exposed. Why weren't you?
Oh, I was. But by that time, the vaccine L Angels had already been developed.
So everything went just as you planned it then?
Yes, up until that point. But my real struggle was yet to come. My original plan was to revive Jamie as well, and for the two of us to finish the development of the Bioroids.
For the two of us to bang.
You, Gillian, you were to stay asleep forever. But I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Not after looking at Jamie's peaceful face there in the pod. Besides, I could never have convinced her to work with me on the project anyway. I knew the time was not yet right, so I changed the timers of your pods to permanent on.
How? How could you do such a thing?
And so for the next 40 years, I worked alone in that cold and lonely room under the Kremlin, trying to complete the artificial skin for the Snatchers. For days and days, no one would visit me. I never saw the sun or felt the changing of the seasons. Still, I always had Jamie by my side. You were always there for me to talk to. Just you and I for 40 years in that dark cellar.
Oh, you poor, poor man.
And then, 3 years ago, my research was finally completed. First, I snatched the Siberian Special Investigative Forces to establish a transport route for the Snatchers. And then, to test the effect of large-scale snatch operations, I chose Neo-Kobe City to be my experimental sample. Neo-Kobe is cut off from the surrounding areas, a sort of miniature country in itself, making it a perfect test site. And since it's a melting pot of various races, it would also allow me to gather extensive data on Snatcher modification and operational techniques. In addition, the element of suspicion or mistrust, which runs deep in Japanese culture, was another reason I chose this site.
But your test revealed a critical flaw in your machine's artificial skin.
Yes, quite unexpected, I'm afraid. All my research for 40 years. I gathered data and worked day and night to find a solution, but nothing seemed to work.
So that's why you decided to bring Professor Modner here, right?
That's correct. I discovered my father in one of the government's hospitals. He was old, but still very sound of mind. Naturally, he would not cooperate with me.
Of course not. He'd never become involved in something like that.
So, unable to receive his assistance, I decided that I had to have yours. But a mistake on my part allowed both you and Gillian to be taken into custody by the authorities first.
Just what are you trying to accomplish, Elijah? You must know you can never get Jamie back.
I'm only interested in discovering what I can of the human animal. In the past, it was because of Jamie. My motive is different now.
It sounds like you're just suffering from the wild arrogance that corrupts so many scientists.
Humans are such weak creatures. No matter how much they trust one another, the tiniest speck of suspicion can destroy it all. Look at how the Snatcher problem has caused such wild unrest. No matter how much science advances or how high we set our ideals, we eventually begin to suspect each other, to hate each other, and then to kill each other. The Snatchers are nothing more than a tool for bringing out this reaction. I am simply using the Snatchers to elicit the true nature of the human animal. I think this experiment has shown me the limits of human society. I sincerely doubt it will be able to reach any greater level of prosperity on its own. If human society ever hopes to reach greater heights, what is needed is an absolute leader, a firm ruler who isn't affected by these trivial episodes of mistrust.
You're crazy if you think people would ever obey Snatchers.
Of course they wouldn't.
Crazy.
But if they don't know, they cannot object. There has been a time in every age that the people have longed for a god to lead them. As long as they give the people no reason to suspect them, then they can easily become their gods. Indeed, a new race of super beings. We are almost there. Once we perfect the artificial skin, Snatchers will transcend man to become this planet's true human beings.
But you'll never get your perfect skin now. Professor Modner is dead.
I no longer have any use for my father. I have a sample of the new skin he developed. Once I've analyzed it, I'll be able to make as much as I need. Or if need be, we could simply culture the keratinized cells, epithelial cells, and melanocytes in the quantities that we need.
What are you talking about? How could you get a sample of perfected artificial skin?
Why don't you take a look at this? We found this in the rubble of Queen's Hospital.
What the fuck?
Random.
Oh, an acquaintance of yours?
He's a Snatcher?
That term isn't exactly accurate. This bioroid was constructed by my father without my knowledge. He modeled it after me in my youth. He built it right here in this facility. And not only that,
He's a good
he
Snatcher.
programmed it to destroy Snatchers. This bioroid caused me serious difficulties. It's designed and built far better than my Snatchers. The machine itself thought it was human. My father input memories for it all the way back to childhood. Those too were apparently mine. Haven't you yet realized? Random Hajil is Elijah Modner spelled backwards. How like my father, silly old man. He did virtually overnight what I could not do in 40 years of effort. Furthermore, he makes a bioroid so perfect, even the bioroid itself believes itself to be real. What's more, the cells of the skin he developed are self-replicating. Once in place, no further transplants or culturing is necessary.
Is he dead?
Its main and locomotive systems are completely shut down. It's just scrap now. But the artificial skin is being kept alive. This we need. With this, we can move to phase 2 of our plan of full-scale infiltration of the world's major nations.
The summit's already over. You'll never succeed.
What does the summit matter? Nothing holds us back now that we have this perfect skin. We can go anywhere we want, and there will be no way to tell us apart. I will have free control over the world. Nothing will be able to stop me. Politics and free thought will no longer have any meaning. My will alone will decide the course of human history.
You egomaniac. Do you think you can snatch the entire population?
There's a fully automated Snatcher factory under the Kremlin. Even as we speak, scores of new Snatchers are being born.
But no matter how hard you try, you won't be able to snatch the people's heart and soul. What do you hope to gain from this anyway?
Jamie, the human race is composed of fools. But I'm different. I will be its savior. Indeed, not just of mankind, but of all life on the planet.
I'm afraid that won't be possible.
Metal!
Whoa!
In 10 minutes, this church will be struck by a phased particle beam. I am guiding the beam from the attack satellite using GPS and 15 navigational satellites. The beam cannot miss. Everything in a 2 to 3 kilometer radius from me will be destroyed.
Stop this foolishness now. I will not have my research destroyed by some souped-up pocket calculator.
I'm not a
Metal, what happened at the
robot.
summit?
The delegates, worried about the Snatcher menace, voted unanimously to allow the use of nuclear weapons on the city. The military is presently imposing a quarantine on Neo Kobe.
What? Do they intend to kill everybody?
The populace is in a state of panic. However, they have agreed to lift the quarantine if this church is struck by the phase particle beam. This is our last chance. I will handle things here.
I pick up the
Gideon,
controller. I
Jamie,
feel like I've
you
been
two
watching a
must flee.
movie.
You insignificant mass of metal. You'll never...
One move and I detonate. Gillian,
You
run!
tell him, Metal Gear.
Metal, this is crazy!
We can't let a single Snatcher get out of here. And this new artificial skin has to be destroyed as well.
I will not allow some talking scrap pile to get away with this. If you're the aiming point for the beam, then I'll just have you thrown out of here. Grab this little one and take him out of here.
Yeah, get your gun out, Gillian. Come on, quick. Oh.
Metal!
Cowardly little robot.
You always were a real pain in the butt.
What's that?
What?
What? How did... You're supposed to be deactivated.
I don't go down that easy, old man.
Stop this foolish...
Shut up! Let's try to make our final moments peaceful, shall we?
What?
And you Snatchers, you touch the little guy and the old man's head comes off.
Random!
I've always hated being used. Why don't you watch the final act with me?
Gillian, you only have 5 minutes. The turbo cycle is just outside on standby. Use that to flee.
Oh,
Let
Metal
me
Gear.
go. I'm Elijah Modner. I'm your original.
I don't care if I'm an original or a copy or what. You and I are gonna die right here. If we both die, there won't be a copy anymore now, will there?
The stupid logic of a simpleton. Of a machine.
Whatever it is, it's my will!
Machines have no will. Machines cannot sacrifice themselves.
Oh, fuck.
We'll see about that.
You have 4
This is
minutes.
getting like
You must
nuts.
go. And don't forget to take care of the factory under the Kremlin.
Stop!
Gillian, even if these memories in my head are fiction,
Yeah, I know what you mean. Our memories of our time together are all too real, Random.
Gillian, you become one hell of a junker.
Gillian, it has been most recreational being your partner.
No.
Oh, Metal!
Does Metal Gear really need to
You
stay
can.
there?
Try to pick up the pieces for me, okay? Like we did for Little John.
Little John? Oh! Okay, Metal.
Hurry! You only have 3 minutes.
Thanks! Thanks, you two! Jamie, come on!
Fuck.
No! Don't let her go! No!
You pathetic old fool! You don't even know how to love someone.
You stupid machine! What is that idiotic grin supposed to mean?
By snatching you, I'm finally gonna get my real self back.
Random, there's less than 1 minute to go. Thanks to you, everything will be fine.
You don't owe me any thanks. Sorry to get you involved in such a big job. You did great. You're a hell of a junker.
3, 2, 1, here it comes!
Later, kid!
Division has completed boarding.
Oh, rip. Man. I didn't need to pick up the controller.
17 Special Engineering Squad, report for boarding immediately.
So you're really going, aren't you?
It's our responsibility, too. Besides, if I go to Moscow, I may get some of my memory back. And if that happens, I'll be able to love you even more than I do now. Wait for me. I want to be with you, but first I've got to destroy this terrible factory of theirs. Jamie, when I get back...
Wow, there could still be a sequel.
Let's try living together again. What do you say?
13 Special Operations Squad and all Junker personnel, report immediately for departure.
We'll be waiting for you, too.
Katrina! Mika! You're here, too?
You better be happy, Buster, with all these beautiful women seeing you off.
I'm happy you came. Let me introduce my wife.
Jamie Seed. I suppose it's a little odd introducing myself a second time, though.
What do you mean? You've never met them before, have you?
What are you talking about, Gillian? We're good friends.
Huh? Since when?
It's the first time I've met her in person, but I've spoken with her on the video
shit, all the chickens are coming home to roost at once. No!
What? Have you guys been talking about me behind my back?
Awkward. Remy, not under there, thank you. Come on. Go. All at once. I'm really sorry for all the worry I've caused. But Katrina, this kid has had such a rough time. She lost almost everything practically overnight. Look at Mika. She's done a really great job. I owe her a lot of thanks. Talk to Mika. Trying to learn more about you was what got our relationship started. Harvey, you can get out of there as well. Talk to Katrina. I was telling Mika about how lonely it was being home alone all the time, and she told me that Jamie was always worried about me, so I gave her a video phone call. Oh man. By the time I return, I'll probably have my memory back. Don't worry, I promise to make you happy. I just couldn't stand to leave such a cute kid all by herself. Kind of creepy, Mika. Don't worry, Mika. This is one job I won't mess up. With even Alice gone, I was really lonely. Katrina. Before I knew it, we really became close, didn't we? Man, they're all... What's going on here? Talk to Jane. Oh no, look at you. You might be a bit lonely for a while, but I'll be back soon. Hang in there. Can I not talk to Jamie? Our relationship has gone beyond just being friends. Beyond just friends? That sounds pretty good to me. How can he say that in front of everyone? Oh, don't be stupid, Gillian. You have a warped mind sometimes, you know. No way, you're getting Crackdown 3 for $2? How are you doing that? Oh, don't be stupid, Gillian. You have a warped mind sometimes, you know. Okay, that's the end of that. I love I was thinking about streaming Crackdown. I've set up my Xbox 360 so I can stream, or I recently rebought an Xbox 360, and I've got all my what? And you get loads of games for that. When did Crackdown 3 come out? A long time ago, or? You can play it on PC. I may have to do that. I loved Crackdown 1, although... Oh, it comes out tomorrow. I've got Crackdown 2 to play as well. I never played that. I was thinking about streaming Crackdown 1 though. Replaying it. They're both so easy to talk to. It's like I've got two real sisters now. Is this going to be like a polyamorous relationship right now? Like, what's going on? They're just like family to me now. Talk. I don't care if you get your memory back or not. Why? The Because getting your memory back will mean that you'll remember those things about me that you hated. There's a radio drama prequel of Snatcher. Wow. Do you think you could send me a link to that, Statman? Or I'll just Google it. I'll probably be able to find it. I listen to a lot of like audiobooks and podcasts and stuff, so that'd be cool to listen to that. Things that I hated? What are you talking about? Dealing with each other's imperfections is part of what being married is all about, Jamie. Gillian. Don't worry, no memories will change how I feel about you. Thank you, Gillian. It's good to hear you say that.
So have they finalized what they're going to do about Junker operations? I suppose this will end up being our last mission, huh?
Well, originally they were planning on disbanding the team, but now they've decided to keep us in business.
So that means...
That's right. We've been designated as one of the government's special police divisions. That puts us above the regular cops.
So the government has decided that crime by machines poses a bigger threat than crime by humans from here on out, huh?
They've chosen the new chief, too. So when you get back, you'll get to meet
Awesome.
the new head
Thank
honcho.
you so much, Statman.
Well, it's comforting to know I've got a place I can come back to.
Have a safe trip, Second Lieutenant Seed. I'm a Second Lieutenant as well, so let's try to work well together when you get back. What? I'm a Second Lieutenant? How come my rank is even lower than what I had in the army, eh?
Whatever you do, just come home safe, okay?
All these girls like...
When you get back from this job, you still have a dinner date to keep with me, you know.
What the fuck's
Don't
going
worry.
on right now?
I won't forget my promises to either of you.
Oh shit,
Oops,
and the Game
almost
Pass.
forgot.
Nice one.
Of course, I want to
Thank you,
spend some
Goddess.
private moments with my wife, too, huh? What's wrong, Jamie?
I'll have to check what that is. You can...
Harry and I will be waiting for you to get home.
That's Harry's hat.
We can do it this time, Gillian. Not some fake couple like before, but with love and trust.
I know, Jamie.
Take care, Gillian.
I'll see you, Jamie.
See ya.
Wait! Wait for me!
What?
Take me with you, please!
You?
What the fuck
Metal?
is a Sega CD?
Yes, sir! We didn't have a
What
good
the
frame
fuck?
to work with, so this is just a temporary body. Just call me Metal Gear, Sega CD for now.
So they found your memory chip in one piece, eh?
Random protected it from the blast of the beam.
Random, huh?
Oh, random.
Wait a second.
Random gonna
I've
be
heard
alright
that
as well.
sneeze somewhere before.
Really? I didn't hear anything.
Metal Gear Sega
I want
CD.
to know if you'll take me with you. Please, Gillian, please take me with you.
Hurry up and get on board, partner.
I'm glad Metal Gear's
Yes, sir,
okay.
Gillian.
What are you doing with me? Aircraft look like out of Gundam. I guess this game is kind of, well, it's Japanese at the very least, so.
Throughout history, suspicion has always bred conflict.
They really could make
The
a Snatcher
real
2.
conflict, though, resides
I mean,
in
I know
people's
now they
hearts.
can't, but they really could have.
This conflict has just begun.
Shit, that was cool. They should... Big dog. They should really have... Why did they never, like, do a HD remake? Jeremy Blaustein. Stein. Nori Sasaki. Mitsuhiro Togo. Masahiko Saito. This is what they've made a rap song out of the Snatcher credit song. That's pretty badass. But they really should have done like a HD remake. I don't know why they never did a HD remake, especially as these games, they have like a cult following and they never came out. Well, Snatcher did, but only on the Sega CD, and it's really fucking hard to get it. Psychonauts never had an English translation, like, I don't know. I really don't know why they never. Just they could have done a little compilation. Just release them on Steam or something, you know? What does Jeremy Blaustein do as well? I know that name. I think I know that name anyway. I'm sure I've heard it before somewhere. My dog is like a little radiator. I'm not sure, Statman. I'm not sure what I'm going to play next at the moment. I've got a little list here. I was thinking either I kind of want to play Oops. I kind of want to play the Silent Hill series. I want to play Eternal Darkness, the GameCube game. I was thinking maybe Undertale. I never played Undertale. Also, I want to play Deadly Premonition. That's a sweary game. Is it sweary? Yeah, sweary, I think. I never played Deadly Premonition. I was gonna stream Deadly Premonition before I streamed Police Noughts and Snatcher, but I couldn't get the PC version working, so I bought it on Xbox 360 to play it there, because that version at least works. Yeah, other than, I'm not really sure what to go for, I mean. Yeah, the PC version, I either get the controller working and the frame rate's like shit, or I got the frame rate going at 60 FPS and 1080p, but then I can't use a controller, and like every time I open it something else goes wrong. It's not stable at all, even with like the fixed mods and stuff. So I just was like, bollocks to it, I'll get the Xbox 360 version and play that instead. On Michael Blaustein and Jeremy Blaustein, so it's like brothers. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I've got loads of games that I want to play. I'm even thinking I might stream some Rainbow Six or Apex, but I don't know about those because I've got such a low bit rate. I'm not sure how. I don't think they'll look very good. Also, I was thinking maybe Phoenix Wright as well. I'd quite like to play through some Phoenix Wright. I was thinking about maybe doing like Phoenix Wright one day of the week, every week. Try and do it one day of the week. Like, have a Phoenix Wright day every week. So I usually stream, I try to stream at least 3 times a week. 3, and then plus as much more as often as I can, you know, any extra days I can, I try and stream. So maybe like do Phoenix Wright on Friday, like Phoenix Wright Fridays or something like that, or just one day a week do Phoenix Wright, and then the rest of the days a week do a different game. You're up for Phoenix Wright, Statman? I love Phoenix Wright, but I think I've only played the first game. I never played any of the other games, and so there's tons of Phoenix Wright that I just haven't ever played. Is that it? Seems like it's it. Oh, there we go. That sound makes me think of Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Have you guys played that game? Zombies. It was classic. Used to have it on Mega Drive. Alright, that's it. Well, thank you very, very much for watching. I'm not sure if I'll be streaming tomorrow because I think my girlfriend's off work, so we'll probably, and I haven't seen her all week because she's been working a lot, and I am not seeing her tonight on Valentine's Day, so I'll probably be busy tomorrow, and I'll be busy. Actually, maybe Saturday evening I'll be streaming. But anyway, I'm off all of next week as well, so hopefully I'll get a few extra streams in. No, she's working tonight, Goddess, unfortunately. So, and I haven't seen her today at all because I went to work this morning at like 5:30 a.m. So I haven't even seen her. I left her present on the table and she texted me, "Thank you for the present" and stuff. So that's all right. But yeah, have to make up for it tomorrow. So anyway, yeah. So I'm thinking, because I never usually I just stream one game and stream that until I'm finished. So it might be nice to have like 2 games on the go at once. She kind of works at a school. It's like a support company. It's like they support young adults with learning difficulties. So, and some of them live in a house, in a few different houses, and she does sleep certain nights of the week at these houses. And tonight on Valentine's Day happens to be one of her sleeps. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go have my dinner now. Have my chili. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great evening / morning, whatever time it is where you are. And I'll hope to see you next time. So yeah, take care and bye for now.